Well, my friends, the first transfer window of Nick Bottom 2.0 has come and gone, and we did ourselves a little bit of business. That is coming up in just a second. First, we're going to talk about the one game that we have played off camera. No surprise, we got beaten by Napoli. It was 1-0, a 67th minute goal from Kieran O'Malley, who at one point was at Paris Saint-Germain, managing just the one shot on goal. It did not hit the target. Yeah, we needed to do better offensively, but we had a fantastic defensive game. We really did shut Napoli down. We did not expect to beat the team at second on the table, while we are second from the bottom. Well, first from the bottom, if you really want to get technical. Van de Velde did make his debut, just letting in the one goal. We also made a couple of changes to the squad. We had Lewis Felder start as our left wing because we thought that Luca Belfonte might want to leave the club. We had the same feeling about our friend on the the right wing, Janusz Wilczynski. So he started the match on the bench, didn't actually go in. We moved Costinha out to the right. Catalano got the start at the 10. We just couldn't really muster anything offensively, but again, a good defensive showing. And I really not upset by this result at all. We did, however, make some moves both in and out to bolster our squad, try to help a little bit with the finances and take care of some unhappy eggs. One of those was Janusz Wilczynski. He signed a contract with Ghent for the end of the year, for the end of his contract. We couldn't get a transfer deal done. We did try. However, Ghent was willing to buy him early. We got 2.2 million for him. Should we have gotten more? Absolutely, but it's a lot of money off of the books. And we did make some changes to the right wing. Don't you worry. Most of the other moves we made were of the loan variety. A couple of young players that weren't really going to see time this year at Palermo that needed a bit of seasoning, including Francesco La Scala. He's out on loan to Pescara in, I believe, Sarache. Gianluca Ventura, left back, don't really have a need for one. Could he have played as a backup left wing? Maybe. He's got some pace, so the physicals were there. His technical ability just not really up to snuff. He's out on loan to Virtus Entella. Massimiliano Nesti been loaned out to Cosenza. And finally, 18-year-old Marco Lombardi, striker. Pretty good ability. I wish he had a little bit more pace on him. Probably could have used him off of the bench, but we really hadn't this year. So he is off on loan to Spal. Now for the ins, 3 players to be exact. The first we signed was kind of already on our radar from PSG. More of a defensive-minded defensive midfielder. We really needed to bolster this position. We didn't really have a ton of options. Riyad Abdelli, not the best. He's on loan from Lyon. I think we're going to pay like 26 grand for him over the course of the remainder of the season. Love his height at 6'4". Wish he was a little bit quicker, but we might use him on the back line as a reserve center back as well. Has already made one appearance for the team. He did appear in that match against Napoli. He was okay, but then again, so were they all. And because I was starting to feel a little about the addition of Abdelli and thought we needed to go a little bit further, we brought in 25-year-old Italian U20 international Lorenzo Cincilla. A little bit faster, not quite as tall, but a tremendous heading ability, great fitness. His agility is pretty good. Really likes to get stuck in, good work rates. We think he's going to fit in very well here. We got him in from Lecce, where he made 18 appearances. Only 2 of them starts. Did pick up 1 assist. Hopefully he'll get a little bit more playing time here at Palermo as we try to stave off elimination. Did I say elimination? I meant relegation. And finally, we brought in a new right winger to replace Janusz. We got a little younger, 25-year-old French-Moroccan international Mohamed Leilou. Got him for a pretty good deal. It was a 1.3 million euro transfer fee. Wasn't really expecting to pay that much, but I think he's going to be a more than adequate replacement for Yunus on the right side. Gives us that additional depth, which also allows Castilla to move back to the number 10, where I'm a little bit more comfortable with him playing. So Cincia and Lelu will be making their debuts for the team. Belfonte, who we were unable to move on. The only offer we got was for $13.75 million from Celtic in Scotland. He was not really interested in going there. I think they still may be talking, and if the transfer window is still open in Scotland, maybe a deal can be made, but he's back in as our left wing. Maldalende started as our left wide center back in the Napoli match. I liked what I saw from him. We're going to slide him over into that libero position and get a little bit larger, not than Maldalende, but a little bit taller than our other options as we see what we have in 21-year-old Cosimo Giordano. Neither team really showing the level of consistency that we were hoping for, but we do come into this match against Fiorentina in 12th as the favorites. Probably doesn't hurt that we are at home, and the first highlight goes to us. Ball played into the edge of the box, but Kumar will intercept, and Fiorentina looking to go the other way. Nice defensive play by Di Bernardi. Cincilla out wide, Vocaturo back post to Suleimani, and he just can't get his head over that one. Is going to sail over the bar and out into the stands. But an early question being asked of the Fiorentina defense. But Fiorentina does have more shots on goal and on target than we do, as Ferrari brings it up the left side into the box. Nice defensive play. Castilla looking to start the counterattack. Lelu up that right wing. Can we get a goal contribution on his debut? Suleimani taken down, no call. Maldalende getting the clearance with it again. Lelu, Di Bernardi, Cincilla over the top. Lelu, his header is on, and it's just going to miss the target. We still have yet to get a ball inside the frame of the goal, but we are looking pretty good. We're looking pretty sharp this afternoon. 21st minute, in control once again. Hopefully we can maybe get the ball on net. Nice ball over the top. Lelu. He's got a man in the middle. Di Bernardi charging in from the secondary. His shot will go on goal, but unfortunately unable to find the back of the net. Again, we are taking chances. We are just not taking advantage of those chances. So even though I know it means absolutely nothing, we are going to demand more from our team because I still do love hitting those buttons. Ball thrown in, back post. Nice scoop up by Van de Velde. It looked like Fiorentina was going to have an opportunity. Here we go, final third throw-in. Cincilla around the edge of the box. He's being harassed, gets it in the middle. Remanini takes down Di Bernardi, and a penalty has been called. A chance from the spot for Palermo to go ahead, as long as this is upheld by VAR, which it is. So I believe Suleimani is going to be taking this free kick. Oh, excuse the dog. Suleimani slots it home, and it is 1-0 Palermo. Sorry about that. Back to live action. Fiorentina in control in their own end. Sitole throwing it forward up the near side. Semenini has his pocket picked by Vocaturo. Suleimani, Castilla finds Lelu in, and Santini with a beautiful diving stop to his left. That would have been a perfect opportunity to go up 2-0, but instead we go into the dressing room up by 1. I know you're capable of doing better. I know you can still improve. We're going to try to pump up the team as much as we possibly can as we make 0 changes at the half. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Lelu. Unfortunate he wasn't able to pick up his first goal. Maldalende's playing pretty well. Giordano's not doing such a bad job either. But Remanini with a chance to tie it up. His first goal of the season. Andrea Remerini ties things up. It's Palermo 1. Fiorentina 1. Off of the set piece. Di Bernardini can't quite get there. It's played out edge of the box to Remerini, who is able to put it past Van der Velde to tie things up at 1. I think we are able to yell at our team just a little bit, and let's see if we can take advantage of a corner kick of our own. Castagna sending it in. Lelu can't win the header. Sincilla, Belfonte off of the post, and it goes out. Another beautiful opportunity that falls by the wayside. We just have not taken advantage of the chances we've gotten. Sincilla, again, double-teamed, loses it. Villegas plays it to Adesi. Gets away from not one, but two of our defenders. Still with it. Get in front of him, please. Recchia sending it in. Torroni. Oh, Emilio Torroni. I know that name. Was he offside? I believe he was. It's probably recycled. I'm remembering Emilio Torroni from our Hajduk split, build a nation save, which is totally different. He was onside, and Fiorentina able to take a 2-1 lead in this match. Really not a lot we could have done about that one. Lalu not having the greatest game here, which is, I'm going to admit, disappointing. So we're going to bring in the 16-year-old Matteo Triarico, see if he can change our fortunes at all. Sorry for the dog barking. I took her out of the room, and she's still making a ton of noise out here in the house because, she's just a pain in the butt that way. Giordano from the spot kick. Gaglione, or I should say free kick, dead ball kick. There we go. De Bernardi, you can tell how out of practice I am on making these videos. Sending it in. Suleimani can't win the header. It's cleared. Sincilla trying to play it back for Belfonte. Can't get it, but he picks up the clearance. Giordano, once again, in control. He's played pretty well. In for Costantina, taken out. Belfonte getting it back in the middle. Soleimani, his shot is negated, and it's cleared away. Torroni controls it for Fiorentina, and we just keep getting chance after chance after chance after chance. We are very much underperforming our XG in this match, and it's starting to become a problem because it seems to be a common theme. Belfonte's having a good game, but he is exhausted. So we'll bring in Luis Felder. Suleimani will make way for Ernesto Cavalieri. And I'm not sure if those changes are really going to change our fortunes, but let's see. Triarico with the free kick across. Felder, he's got a shot from range. He scores his first goal of the year. A 20-year-old belter, 20-yard belter, excuse me. And in the 85th minute, Palermo has equalized this match at 2. Now, we have gone to a slightly more attacking mentality. If we come away from this with just the 1 point, while disappointing, I will take it considering we were down as 4 minutes added on come and go. 1-1 is going to be your final score. We only managed 4 shots on target, XG of 2.43 compared to 1.19 from Fiorentina, which means they took advantage of the chances they were given, and we just did not. And we're going to have to find a way to make that happen in our next match. One thing I couldn't help notice while taking a quick peek at the league table after that last match is that Palermo, through 24 matches, we've only won 2. 9 of our 15 points have come from draws, which means that the victory against Genoa that happened right before we took over, well, the Lazio loss happened right before we took over, but you know what I mean, and the 2-1 victory that we secured at home against Perugia are the only 2 wins of the season for this club. The good news is we are still within spitting distance of safety. Now, we're 2 points behind Lecce, right ahead of us. We do have a game in hand on them, so if we are able to win today at Atalanta, we will hop ahead of them into 18th place, and we are a mere 6 points behind Hellas Verona, who just drew in their 25th match of the year, so we can gain ground on them as well. But let's not count our chickens before they have hatched. We have decided to make no changes for this match on the road at Atalanta. 23 degrees, a light snowy day in Bergamo. Hopefully I'm not overestimating our abilities here. We have generally played well in the 3 matches we have been in charge up until now. Vocaturo Oh, loses it to Raposti, gets it back. DiBernardi, Roberto De Bernardi, his first goal of the year to give Palermo on the road a 1-0 lead. That was absolutely fantastic, and I owe it all to the work rate of Vocaturo, able to stay with it. DiBernardi, great first touch, puts it past Basilio for the 1-0 score and his first goal of the year. Absolutely beautiful. Atalanta currently in 11th place on the table, winners of their last 3 coming into this one. As I mentioned, that's even more games than we have won all season long. But as things stand right now, we will move ahead of Lecce into 18th place, and that is positive movement as we're moving in the direction that we need to move into. So far, that goal from DiBernardi is our first shot and only shot on target of the game. It's been a pretty even one, back and forth. Not a lot from either side so far outside of that one goal, but Atalanta in control. Capron moving it to his right, chipping it forward. Vocaturo wins it. Good job with the header, knocking it out of the way of the attacker. DiBernardi, Suleimani plays it out wide. Leilu, DiBernardi, Suleimani looking for Costanza. Can't get him since Silla tries to win it, but Capron sticks with it, plays it ahead. Over to Commentale. His 9th goal of the year. Was he onside? I don't think it's even going to be a question. I thought he might have been. Honestly, great counterattack on the part of the home team. Capron to Puchedu. Had to come back for it. Commentale, though, making a great run in between the left and center backs. And we are all even once again late in this first half. But a corner kick. Costina trying to send it in. Senya will clear it. Picked up, though, by DiBernardi. Giordano, Maldalende over the top looking for Leilu. Sincilla dropping it down. Costina playing it into the box. And Basilio will be the one to get to it. I think that Suleimani may have been offside. And that's why he kind of held up his run there. Capron playing it up. Finding its way to Beisinger. Beisinger in. Taken out by Belfonte in the box. That's going to be a penalty. It is absolutely a penalty. Atalanta in the 45th minute of this first half with an opportunity from the spot to take the lead and break this 1-1 tie. Matea Pesciudu places the ball down, hits the post, and Maltalende is going to play it out. It will be an Atalanta corner, but unsuccessful on the penalty. We still have life in this half. Senya playing it in, Van de Velde laying out, grabbing it, and that will do it for the first half. 7-6 shots on goal favoring Palermo. Slight possession advantage for Atalanta. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the performance that we have seen from our team today. Do want to get a little bit more from Leilu. Right now, a 6.5 rating. Didn't have the greatest rating in the last match. Hopefully he improves on that. Maybe we just need to rotate a little bit more on that right side. Sincilla, Belfonte getting it back from Costina. He's taken out. Capron looking to clear it. Senya will do the job and play it out of danger. However, they're going to consult VAR. There may have been a penalty on that play. It looked like he got taken out, and Costina will draw the penalty. And now Palermo with the opportunity to take a 1-goal lead from the spot. And Suleimani cannot do it. Save made and a corner kick. DiBernardi looking for Gaglione. Can't pick him out. We've got to do better on these corners, my friends. Giordano up for Gaglione. Gets through his man. And unfortunately, it's not going to lead to anything spectacular. 60 minutes gone. And Atalanta in control. It's a 1-1 game. As much as we need the points from a win, a draw here would not be the worst thing in the world on the road against the team that is clearly better than us and more on the up than we are. Vocaturo looking back post. He finds his man. It was Belfonte, and his shot's going to go off of the crossbar and stay out. Cincia dropping it back to Giordano as we regain control in the midfield. beautiful opportunity for Belfonte. That goes a begging. Belfonte Sincilla has Castagna with a shot. That will find the woodwork. 2 crossbars in this second half have denied Palermo, and it looks like, God, we may be just a little bit snake bit in this match. Belfonte's going to come out and place a Felder. Felder feeling a little nervous, but he did play very well in the last match. Lelu, again, not playing very well. My big signing, he's not really living up to the $1.3 million that we shelled out for him, which is a darn shame because we kind of really needed him to fill that spot. In control, though, 77th minute, DiBernardi plays it ahead. Suleimani out wide. Vocaturo moving up that right sideline. Still with it. DiBernardi into the middle. Sincilla. Maldalende with a shot. Basilio able to redirect that out behind and around the goalpost, which will lead to a corner. Triarico to take it. Suleimani can't get his head on it. Gaglioni across. Felder with a shot, but Basilio in perfect positioning will deny him. 10 minutes left. We are out shooting Atalanta 14-9. Another corner opportunity. Suleimani gets this one. Guess what, friends? It's off the crossbar again. Felder to Vocaturo into the middle. Comentale will clear it for Atalanta. We are just absolutely snake bitten when it comes to the woodwork. I don't have it built in there, but I guarantee it's 3 times. DiBernardi a little tired, but we needed him in there, and in the end we are going to need to settle for a point. Both teams missing penalties. Pesciudu had a chance to put Atalanta up 2-1 in stoppage time in the first half. Flavio Suleimani had the chance to do the same thing in the 59th minute. We hit the crossbar 3 times, and sadly we escape from Bergamo with just the 1 point. That all being said, we gain a point on Lecce. We are just 1 point behind 18th and a chance to get out of the relegation zone. We keep pace with Hellas Verona, just 5 points behind them. But we do have a ton of tough matches coming up. We've got Roma at home. Sampdoria, not as worried about that one on the road. Then it's Inter, Juve, and Milan. We're going to come back for Milan at home and Torino on the road. Hopefully we can make up some ground on the teams ahead of us, because remember, we have a pretty easy run-in at the end of the year. If we can keep daylight in our sights, I think we can put ourselves in a very good position. We've taken points in 3 of the 4 matches that we have managed with this team, and things are looking bright here in Palermo. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, help the algorithm out, and also support the channel by subscribing. It costs you nothing, and it just means the world to me. Thank you all for your support. I will see you next time against top of the table Milan. Until then, bye-bye.